It's 3 in the morning. You have exactly 6 inches of mattress. And pressed against your legs, dead weight, completely unbothered, is your dog. They have a bed. You bought it. It's probably expensive. And they walked straight past it to find you. Most people assume it's habit, warmth, maybe a little separation anxiety. But behavioral neuroscience tells a completely different story. What your dog is doing right now, every single night, is one of the most sophisticated expressions of trust and evolutionary biology that exists between two species on this planet. And most owners have no idea. Let's start with the obvious explanation, because it sounds reasonable. Dogs get cold. You're warm. Simple. Except your dog also has access to sunny spots, radiators, couches, and the pile of your laundry they've already claimed on the bedroom floor. If warmth was the goal, they have options. So why do they keep choosing you? Because sleep is the most vulnerable state any animal can enter. Every instinct inherited from thousands of years of predator-prey survival screams at your dog to find somewhere hidden and safe when they're unconscious. And instead, they walk past every quiet corner in your home and climb next to a human 15 times their size. That decision isn't about temperature. It's about you. Researchers at Yavuz University in Budapest adapted the same attachment test psychologists used to study human infants, Ainsworth's strange situation procedure, and applied it to dogs. The results were striking. Dogs form attachment bonds with their owners that are functionally identical to the bond a human infant forms with its mother. The same proximity seeking, the same distress when separated, the same calm when reunited. 61% of dogs tested were classified as securely attached, almost exactly the same proportion found in human toddlers. When your dog chooses to sleep beside you, they are performing the single most fundamental behavior in attachment psychology, seeking closeness to their safe person at the moment of greatest vulnerability. They're not being clingy. They're telling you that you are the safest thing in their world. In 2015, researchers at Asabu University in Japan published a study in Science, one of the most prestigious scientific journals on Earth. They measured oxytocin levels in 30 dog owner pairs during interaction. Oxytocin is the neurochemical your brain releases when you feel bonded to someone. The same molecule that floods a mother's brain when she holds her newborn for the first time. What they found was extraordinary. When a dog gazes at their owner, and the owner gazes back, both of them experience a simultaneous surge in oxytocin. The dog's levels rise. The owner's levels rise, which makes the dog want to gaze more, which releases more oxytocin, which makes the owner feel more bonded, which makes them gaze back. It's a self-reinforcing neurochemical loop, and no other animal on Earth shares it with humans. Researchers tested the same interaction with wolves raised by humans. The loop didn't activate at all. This isn't a general mammal trait. It co-evolved specifically between dogs and humans over thousands of years of living together, and physical contact amplifies it. Just 10 minutes of petting your dog produces measurable drops in cortisol, your stress hormone, in both of you. Now consider what 8 hours of sleeping pressed together does. Dogs are the only animal domesticated before agriculture, before farming, before cities, before writing. Roughly 15,000 years ago, wolves began approaching human camps, drawn by fire, food scraps, and warmth. The friendliest wolves survived. They passed on those traits. Generations later, they weren't wolves anymore. In Germany, archaeologists found a burial site dated to 14,000 years ago. 2 humans, interred together, and 2 dogs beside them. But one detail changes everything. One of those dogs had survived severe canine distemper, a disease that kills within 3 weeks without intensive care for over 5 weeks. Someone had nursed that dog through its illness. 14,000 years ago, these weren't working animals. They were family. Geneticists have since confirmed what that burial site implied. Domestic dogs carry unique genetic insertions in a region of chromosome 6 associated with extreme friendliness and human-directed contact seeking. Wolves don't have them. Your dog wasn't just trained to want to be near you. They were shaped at a genetic level, across 15 millennia, to seek you out. Here's where the science gets genuinely strange. Researchers at the Mayo Clinic measured the sleep quality of 40 adults and their dogs over 7 nights using clinical-grade trackers on both. The data was clear. Dogs objectively disrupted human sleep. Movement, repositioning, the occasional 3 a.m. stretch that catches your ankle. And yet almost every participant reported feeling more comfortable, more secure, and more rested when their dog was in the room. A follow-up study found the cause. Owners were briefly waking each time the dog moved, but almost never remembered it by morning. The physical disruptions were real, but the felt experience of safety was stronger than the data. This makes sense when you consider that humans spent most of their evolutionary history sleeping in groups. The isolated solo bedroom is a recent invention. The ancient default was warmth, proximity, and the presence of something that would alert you to danger. Your dog isn't interrupting your sleep hygiene. They might be restoring something far older than the concept. A 2024 study from the University of Jyväskylä in Finland monitored the heart rate variability of 30 dog-owner pairs across 6 different conditions. Heart rate variability, HRV, is one of the best measures of how the autonomic nervous system is functioning. High HRV means calm and regulated. Low HRV means activated stress response. The finding: dogs and their owners showed correlated HRV patterns across every condition measured. Their nervous systems were in sync. When the owner was calm, the dog was calm. When the owner was stressed, the dog's autonomic state shifted accordingly. And the synchronization was strongest during rest. The same test with dogs and unfamiliar humans showed no synchronization at all. This only activates within bonded pairs. Sleeping beside your dog isn't just psychological comfort. It's a neurological event. 2 nervous systems from 2 different species co-regulating each other through the night. If your dog has slept beside you for months or years, and one night they don't dismiss it. Sometimes it's environmental. A new pet, a new person, a shift in routine. Dogs are exquisitely sensitive to changes in their territory. What feels minor to you can feel seismic to them. But sometimes it's physical. Veterinary researchers have found that changes in sleep location are among the earliest behavioral signs of pain, appearing before limping, stiffness, or any obvious symptom. A dog who stops jumping onto the bed may not prefer the floor. They may be hurting. In older dogs, disrupted sleep patterns are a hallmark symptom of canine cognitive dysfunction, the dog equivalent of dementia, affecting an estimated 35% of dogs over 8 years old. Your dog doesn't have language. Behavior is the only way they can tell you something is wrong. So if the nightly ritual disappears, that is information. Take it seriously. So the next time you wake up with 6 inches of mattress and 80 pounds of dog occupying the rest, remember what you're actually looking at. Your dog passed the couch. They passed the floor. They passed the warm patch by the radiator. They circled once. A ritual inherited from ancestors who flattened grass in the wild, and they pressed against you. Because 15,000 years of evolution, a neurochemical feedback loop that exists nowhere else in the animal kingdom, an attachment system built to mirror the bond between parent and child, and 2 nervous systems that have learned to breathe in sync, all arrived at the same conclusion. You are the safest place in their world. And the science suggests that right now, at 2 a.m., pressed against your leg in the dark, they might be doing something for you too. If this changes how you see your dog, subscribe and drop a comment below. I want to know where they sleep tonight. And if you want to understand why they stare at you with those eyes like they're reading your soul, that's the next video. The science behind it is even stranger than you'd expect. Kindly subscribe for more educative video like this and comment if your dog does this too.